What the freak knuckles are you doing, man?
Practicing my fight moves, dude. Mortal Kombat inspired me.
Okay.
Plus, I gotta keep up with these cosplayers, dude. A lot of them actually have skills, you know?
I don't know, man. You should probably take a class.
Come on now, man. Take a class? If you got it, you got it. Comes from within, not from without.
Huh? Comes from within? What are you talking about?
Yeah, man. From within, dude. From within.
All right then, big boy. Show me what you got.
All right, bro. But you're in for it. You ready? Watch out now.
The hell was that, man? You didn't even do anything.
What? No, dude. It's just that, like, I've really mastered the skill. You gotta slow it down. Like, if we were recording it, you'd be able to see I actually hit you like a good 8 times.
All right, man. I'm just gonna go start the show.
It's just me and the mug here today. It's just me and the mug. It's now the Side Project podcast with Chazzy and the mug.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the Side Project Podcast.
Oh, are we doing that? We haven't done it in a long time. Oh,
No, I'm not gonna fist you, dude.
Oh, fist me. Come on, bro. Fist me. Oh, wait. It wasn't enough. I need a couple more pumps. I need a couple more pumps.
I'm not doing that.
Oh, man, dude. You know what came out? I'm sure everybody already knows, right? I'm sure everybody already knows. Mortal Kombat!
I was gonna do like a higher pitch one, and you went deep, but then
you know what? I don't even know. I might in editing just put the voiceover.
make the Mortal Kombat.
Yeah,
voice?
when they actually say Mortal Kombat, so they may have not even heard ours right now. They may have heard I wonder who did the voice acting for that. I wonder who did that.
Let me look up on my trusty...
On your trusty Side Project MacBook. It's not an Apple MacBook. It's off screen,
It's a
so people
project
can't.
book.
It's a project book. People can't see it, but so you guys are getting the listener treatment right now, where we're talking about. If you were listening, we talk about things, and if you're just listening on Apple, Google, and Spotify, and all those, if you're just listening, you don't get to see things. Right now, something's happening off screen. Something magical is happening off screen on the project. What was it? What'd you call it? On the project book, on the Apple project book. It's a look. All right, we didn't want to give it away yet, but we're partnering.
Oh damn.
Partnering with Apple. And
Yeah, no, this thing just gave me a bunch of different things.
oh, it's a whole list of voice acting. We'll do that another time. Then is my check mic check? Is it? Let me turn it up just
I'm
a
a
little
lot
bit.
better
check
now.
check mic
Mine's
check
just,
check.
slightly off to the left.
Yeah, Mortal Kombat came out, dude, and we want to talk about it, okay? I know we just did an episode where we did a deep dive. We deep dived and dissected the trailer. That was a really good episode, actually,
Yeah, I
too,
was
dude.
really
That was a
happy with
fun
that.
episode. I had a
This
good
is
time
our
during the episode.
follow-up because we said we were going to do a follow-up. Now
said we were
we
gonna
are
do
going to
it.
do a review.
Yes. I actually, as I was saying yes, I have no clue what you just said in real time right now. I don't even know what you said because my yes was so loud in my headphones. I don't even know what you said. But we are, I'm assuming you said review. We're doing a review. We're going to talk about it, man. I see that this movie has, to the audience, mixed reviews. I would say we did a not a poll, but I guess a gauging on our Instagram where we still spoiler free.
Reviews,
which,
right?
by the way, we're gonna say this right now. This episode is going to include spoilers.
Wait, no, don't tell me. Don't tell me. I haven't seen it yet.
Technically, though, it's still within the 2-week gap that we've always said that we're going to take.
We always say we do like at least a week, 2-week gap somewhere in between before we talk about things. If we talk about things when they come out, 2-week gap.
Yeah.
I think that fits this time frame. This will be a spoiler-filled episode.
Yeah.
So if you haven't seen it yet, hit pause, go watch it, then come back. Hit
Or
pause,
you can finish
go watch it, and then come back.
the episode with the spoilers
with the spoilers,
in it,
and then go watch it
go
with
back
everything.
and watch the movie, and
Yes.
then you could say, "Now I understand why
Now
Juicebox said that."
I get why they said it. You can do the reverse.
I
We do
get
the
it.
opposite. It's opposite day. It's opposite day. Oh, by the way, also, Tangent Boys here. The week that this episode comes out, May the 4th. May the 4th be with you. May the
4th.
Force be with you. Star Wars fans, we're mixing universes here, but we are Star Wars fans, kind of. I mean, we are Star Wars fans. That's a whole other episode. That's a whole other thing. We are Star Wars fans. I just kind of feel a little about the latest ones, except for The Mandalorian. That's amazing. Mixed reviews on this Mortal Kombat thing. We posted a thing on our Instagram where we said a spoiler-free still because it was, earlier when it first came out. Just a simple gauge, no spoilers. Which,
thumbs up or thumbs down?
Our audience is so, our viewers, our friends, our interactions with people on Instagram, so awesome that you guys actually really did not give any spoilers.
Yeah.
We said just a simple thumbs up or a simple thumbs down.
Yeah.
And everybody just gave a simple thumbs up and a simple thumbs down, which somebody gave a little hand, like a little wave, and I'm assuming it's an in-betweener. That's an in-betweener. And I like that, dude. I think
it's
it was
breaking the rules, but not breaking the rules.
Yeah, I like that. I think
by the
it was
way, I'm trying to look at
Game Controller Reviews, I think,
I'm trying to look at something. Ant did a thumbs up and thumbs down. Like he did a half.
Okay, yeah. Ant from the Console Kids. Shout out to the Console Kids. We've been on their podcast before. They're going to come on ours at some point in time. You know how scheduling goes.
Yeah.
But great guys, friends of ours. Ant did a thumbs up, thumbs down, thumbs up, thumbs down.
We got unholy_tracks with a Z that did a thumbs up, fire, thumbs up, fire.
Yeah, just so he was really into it. He was exploding into flames while he was watching that. I'm certain that that's what that means.
I wasn't sure if this thumbs up, thumbs down was some kind of cheat code like from the game or anything.
It might be
so
actually.
Like I was trying to
or maybe it's
save
it's a sexual innuendo. You know what I mean? Like while he was watching it, he was like,
it was.
You know what I mean?
Transitions are horrible.
Popping each other's assholes.
But it was game control reviews.
Game controller reviews. Shout out to them. They actually do really cool game controller reviews, actually, for real. They did and I'm assuming that's an in-betweener. I like that, dude. I'm going to start using that, man. And I'm also seeing across other social media platforms and everything and whatnot and other Instagrams or whatever. People do have a lot of mixed feelings about this. But I am personally seeing a lot more people that dig it. But I do see a lot of people saying it wasn't a great movie, but it was one of the better game adaptations, movie adaptations from games. How do you say that? One of the better movie adaptations from game.
Gaming movies.
You get what I'm saying. So what does this movie deliver?
Blood and gore?
Oh, 100%. A phenomenal Sub-Zero and Scorpion.
Very true.
The majority of the fatalities are good, right? Kano's character, perfection.
Hands down. That's one of those characters that makes or breaks. You know, like you had those make or break of movies.
Yes.
This one, Kano
he was the comedic relief.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, 100%.
But it wasn't cheesy.
The actor did a great job.
Yeah, it wasn't cheesy ass like one-liners that were like just.
I didn't think so either.
No.
I think he did a great job.
He had a good touch and feel.
Yes,
not like
I
him
agree.
physically because like I haven't touched him and feel them.
I would like to, but hey.
Hey, that's a different
story.
Day,
different time, different place.
podcast.
And an overall fan service is what this brings from the fans of the games. It does. Whether you think it's cheesy, whether you think whatever, it definitely does take a lot from the games and actually implement it into the movie.
Yeah, I felt that it was just enough of a nod for us to like you said, watch it, stay engaged, and be like, I know why they did that.
Exactly.
But it is also, I think, good enough to the level where somebody else was just like maybe not a big fan. Could still kind of follow along, understand what's going on. And
that right there is a good point because there's some people that I was talking to. I don't know if they want their names out there or not. I mean, it's not like a big deal. It's not
just
anything
leave it
crazy,
anonymous.
but whatever. I was talking to some people, and a couple of people actually said the opposite of what you said. That they don't think that it was good enough for the everyday moviegoer.
You don't think so?
No, I'm not saying I said that. I'm just saying some people said that.
I know.
Yeah. And everybody's opinions are different.
I'm talking to you because I'm not talking to people that were in there.
We'll talk to them. Look them in the eyes. But those are things that just a summary. I think
watch it because these pistols do shoot.
Whoa. Watch your face because they spray. You get it? What it doesn't deliver though, on the other hand, is okay. Now some of these are just my opinions. Okay. So if you disagree, say that. Good fight scenes as a whole. Choreography wasn't the best, excluding Hanzo and Bihan, which is Scorpion and Sub-Zero. Excluding Scorpion and Sub-Zero, I don't think that the fight scenes were the best. Again, excluding Scorpion and Sub-Zero, they were phenomenal.
So to add to that though, like the one that I would say was good or I liked was the interaction between Sub-Zero and Jax before he takes off his hands.
Okay, that was a good one.
That was a good scene.
That was a good one.
The only thing that I thought was kind of dumb, it wasn't dumb, but like if you remember the part where he's like, he gets him or he hits him or something, he's like, I did 6 tours, motherfucker.
Did 6 tours, motherfucker.
And then he does this shit. 6
Do you
tours,
see what
20
I can
tours,
do?
I'm shooting ice out of this shit.
Yeah,
Like,
dude.
I don't care what.
I don't think you faced this before, okay?
Let me stop throwing out ice because you did 6 tours,
Oh, God.
bud.
Yeah, imagine if Sub-Zero was like, oh, shit, wait a minute, hold up. He did 6 tours?
out.
I forget this, dude. My ice doesn't, it's not a match for this guy's 6 tours, okay?
The writers didn't include me in this one.
I wasn't aware of this, okay? Shang Tsung did not tell me that this guy did 6 tours. If he had told me that, then maybe I would have been, hold on, wait a minute.
Oh my god! But you see what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
there was a lot of I felt there was some good.
I get it, and I get what you're saying, but I also
Yeah.
get it, like, because he's like, he doesn't know, you know what I mean? He doesn't
Yeah,
really
yeah,
truly know what he's up against, so
Yeah.
he's thinking, let me puff out my chest a little bit,
Let me
say
go-
something,
let me
to
go Macho
let me
Man
scare
on
this
him.
guy, you know what I mean? And then he lost his arm, so it doesn't deliver the best CGI. Okay, it's got some bad
shit.
CGI on some parts, and we'll get to
Okay.
those parts as well.
So let me ask you this though, before you go on with that, do you
Yeah.
think that's because you're very particular, like when you dissect and break certain things down, that you're able to notice certain things,
I
or do
mean-
you think, on average, for like any person that doesn't know any better that watches it and is gonna say like, okay,
I
yeah,
think
that was pretty
there's
bad.
certain things that are extremely visible.
Yeah.
I mean, we were going to talk about it later, but I'll just state it right here. Why not? Because fuck it. You know, fuck the script. Nitara's CGI was pretty bad. I think almost everything involving Nitara, in my opinion, the CGI was bad, especially the fight scene between her and Kung Lao, which we'll get to that. But I don't know. I mean, I guess that's a question for the people, you
Yeah.
know, because not everybody, we look at things a little bit different because we run a podcast, and so we dissect things to talk about them. Not saying that we're the best. We miss things all the time too, but I do look at things in a different way because of the stuff that we're involved in, and
'cause
the
I
things
can
that
tell
we
you-
want to
I
pick
can tell
apart
you-
and talk about.
I could tell you that's happened to me a number of times now, ever since starting to work with you, even before
Yeah.
doing this stuff. Like even before, like I said, just certain things that I've kind of learned to look at things differently. That's why I'm kind of curious with certain things that I notice, because
Yeah.
I might understand certain source material more, and I'm
Someone
like,
else
I
might
get
not.
that. Versus somebody who does
Yeah.
it. So that's why I was curious.
Yeah,
It's not so much like overall was it shitty, but
I don't
is it
know.
because you look at things a certain way?
You know what?
know?
Before I even continue with we continue with everything that we're going to say, I do want to say that I want to watch this again,
I did.
fully through again.
Yeah.
And
In my boxers
get-
both times.
Get another feel. Was I touching myself? I don't know. Maybe.
That's a
Okay.
different BTS that you're not gonna see.
That's, we're not going to talk about that here today. Okay. What was Melina a little thick? Hey, I don't know.
Hey, yes, you
All
was
right.
though.
Hey, I'm not saying. I don't know. Okay.
I'm not saying that's specifically why I watched it in my boxers the second
I'm
time,
not-
but all I'm gonna say,
I'm just saying.
is that I thoroughly
Okay?
enjoyed all the detail.
I
in the
liked it
movie.
all. It doesn't deliver the best
trying
CGI
to hold a straight face.
on many parts, man.
Yeah.
It doesn't deliver the best acting as well. There's a lot of cheesy acting from a lot of the actors, unfortunately. And I don't know. It's like, what? I agree with some of the things that people are saying about it, as I just said myself. But then it's also like you got to question like how. I don't know if serious is the right word, but how non-cheesy can you get from a movie that's about Mortal Kombat?
Yeah,
You
but
know,
then
how
I guess in that-
realistic can you get from a movie that's about Mortal Kombat? I don't know. I'm sure there's people that can compare it to other movies that are not realistic, but they've done a good job at making it as realistic and sensible as you can for that source
Yeah.
material. And maybe some people would say Mortal Kombat didn't achieve that.
Yeah.
And then the big one is I don't think it delivers a necessity for Cole Young. And you know what? Let's just get right into that right away. Let's not waste
Okay.
any. Let's just talk about Cole Young right away. Was Cole Young needed? It seems to me like they dropped Johnny Cage being in this film for the first part. Obviously,
Yeah.
spoiler, we know he's going to be in the future. We also covered that in our trailer when we talked about, who was it again, though? I don't remember. The producer? One of the producers of the film?
I think so.
I think it was somebody who did a Q&A on Twitter, and he discussed that Cole Young
Not
is
everybody
not a
comes out,
replacement,
yeah.
and not everybody comes out right away. But this is just what I feel, all right? It seems like they dropped Johnny Cage in this film and replaced him with Cole Young. And not like a full replacement, like I just said, because Johnny Cage will be coming. But I mean as a way to bridge the gap from the fans of the games to the everyday moviegoer, which that is true. That is what they did. They stated that beforehand. If you missed it, that's the whole reason he's in this movie. But I don't think that they achieved that goal of bridging the gap between the gamers and the moviegoers. I don't think that it was necessary, and I do believe that a lot of people did not have a connection to Cole Young, gamers and everyday moviegoers alike, in my opinion. And I just don't think that he was needed.
You don't think we got enough development out of him, and that's probably why we didn't.
No, and I just don't think he was needed. Like, there's so many. I'll stick to what I kind of said in the past of why do we really need Cole Young, and the answer to that for them is to bridge the gap from the gamers and the everyday moviegoers. But I still don't think it was needed.
No, and I think they could have achieved that just as well, even like where they're trying to make it relatable for everybody or be able to watch it, it through and be okay, right? They could have done that with Liu Kang, like with all the characters.
Exactly. They could have done it with Johnny Cage.
Yeah, and I personally felt that like he kind of tried to outshine him, but it wasn't. There wasn't enough substance there. There wasn't enough to capture me to want to be like, oh fuck yeah, that's gonna be the reason why
Cole Young's my shit. Like I didn't feel like that. I just kind of felt like
I could tell you
he's got
right
some cool
away
things going on, but
I could tell you right away, even if I didn't know, like obviously because we know these certain things because we reviewed it prior to watching it, right?
Yeah.
But like even if I didn't know anything about Cole Young or anybody in general, just like in the first 5 to 10 minutes, I would have already taken Kano as my favorite
100%.
character over Cole.
Yeah, I think so
no matter
too.
What, yeah.
It's kind of hard to say because we do have all this knowledge, so it's sometimes difficult to kind of put all that knowledge in the background
and that's what I was
say
ask
what
too,
you would feel.
Is it our expectancies that maybe we expect certain
probably,
certain
and being that we're big fans of Mortal Kombat since we were kids.
Yeah. See, so that's why it's hard for me sometimes.
Kids,
that's why it's hard for me sometimes too. Like certain people won't understand, but obviously others will. There's just certain generational things that we're gonna look at or be like, hey,
it's hard to throw it in the back, and look at it from a different perspective. But it's like, I will say this either way. It's like he's the save all. Why? Why is he the save all? Like,
no, I don't think he should have been.
No,
not at all.
His daughter gives him this bracelet, if you guys didn't notice this. And when he finally gets his powers, if you notice, when he's fighting Goro later on, the powers come from the bracelet. The bracelet
that's how it starts building the suit or whatever it was.
I get what they were doing there. It's supposed to create like a daughter-father moment. Like his bracelet. I just found it cheesy, though, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I just kind of found it cheesy. And I also get that he's like the Hazashi bloodline. He's Scorpion's bloodline. And I mean, we even speculated that... before we even did the deep dive, I think when they released pictures like way back, and we talked about Mortal
Kombat,
Kombat,
why is he related?
I think
what's going
both of
on?
us said he might be connected to Scorpion because we saw like
just
a
didn't
lot
know how.
of yellows and stuff, and we kind of hinted to that, which also.
And then if you remember during the review episode, I think we also had like a still or a picture of him when he was looking in that mirror and he saw that flashback.
The flashback, and it was Scorpion. So like that kind of even throughout the trailers, they gave you a lot of hints that he was connected to Scorpion. And then even in the movie, like when he's first getting wrapped up for MMA, his wraps are his hand wraps are yellow. It's like that was a very viciously obvious nod.
But those are slight. Yeah, but see, those are for people who actually understand that.
Source
material.
You're right. I'll give you that one. Yep, you're right.
For somebody who understands.
For somebody
that.
like us, that's an easy like. Okay, it's with all everything we saw in the trailer, all the ideas we have, and then he's getting wrapped up in yellow. His book bag thingy or whatever he's carrying is. What was it, like the bag? I don't know what to call it. The strap. The strap's yellow on the everything was yellow. It's like, okay, to us we're like, all right, this has got to be connected to Scorpion, obviously. But to the everyday moviegoer, they wouldn't know that.
Yeah, no.
You know,
I like either way. I think it could have done without Cole Young. I think there was plenty of space for everybody else to kind of still grow, and it would have been a very entertaining movie. For
which
what it
also
was.
The part where he's getting ready to leave and he's got the bag around his shoulder. Easter egg here when Jax is talking to him. When he first comes in, the first thing that Jax says to him, I think it's the first thing he says, the man who took the belt from Eddie Tobias. And this is the Easter egg. That's a nod to Ed Boon and John Tobias, the creators of Mortal Kombat. Eddie Tobias, Ed Boon, John Tobias. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm fucking saying.
And it wouldn't be the first time movies or people
or
in general
even just
blend.
in the game. Noob Saibot is named after Ed and John as well. It's their names reversed.
Right?
Yeah. But here's the thing, like with Cole Young as well, and I know we're spending a lot of time on Cole Young, but there's like seasoned vets in this movie. All right, seasoned vets in the sense of not. Put the games aside.
Yeah.
Seasoned vets, even in the movie. Like, Liu Kang is a champion already with tons of knowledge. Kung Lao is a champion already with tons of knowledge. Then you've got the Elder God, Raiden. So how is
are
Cole
we all
Young
looking to this new character whose powers weren't even all the way explained?
Yeah, exactly.
To me personally,
yeah, they didn't even explain.
No, they didn't.
And I know it's like some people may say it's kind of obvious. Look at it, it's obvious. But
I'm looking
maybe
at
it's
it.
more obvious for us as gamers.
Again, even then, I'm looking at it. And I saw that he has the power to absorb energy and then redirect that, right?
We were talking about it earlier, and I'll just take it from you. You said like Black Panther.
Yeah, so like
It's
Black
true.
Panther, Black Panther.
Black Panther, dude. He's out there just canting around, bro.
Black Panther, when Shuri gave him the new suits, right? The new
Absorbs,
lineup. It absorbed the power, and
Yeah.
then when he kicked it again, it ended up, boom, all the energy was
It's like
redirected
literally
to
pretty
that.
much the same thing. You
Yeah.
know, I'm surprised that it just didn't shoot out of Cole Young's nipples. But there's there's even Jax, dude. He's got, and I know Jax isn't like. He's not even like a Liu Kang or a Kung Lao, and he's clearly not an Elder God, but he's special forces, so he has some special training. And I know wait, I got a point. I know he's not able to handle like everybody, especially if regular arms. But I'm just saying, knowledge-wise, he's got some knowledge. He's got some training. He's got some intelligence on how to execute a plan, is my point. And so you've got Liu Kang, Kung Lao, Raiden, Jax, and everybody looks to fucking Cole Young to formulate the plan on how to do this.
And
what do
for
you
somebody
mean?
for somebody who was actually giving up at one point, he actually had given up. He had walked away to go back to be with his family through that portal that Raiden put up.
So you're looking at the guy that gave up. You're looking at the guy that doesn't know anything. You've got, again, like I said, got an Elder God here who can't intervene on everything, but then kind of intervenes when he wants to. Which was kind of slick
though, because so like even that blade of technically it was Hanzo's blade, but it's Scorpion's little blade, right?
Yeah,
the
what's it
garden,
called? Like
that little garden.
Kunai or I may be saying that wrong.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna say it. Just keep going.
But even that little knife or whatever, when he handed it to him, and then he kind of like, hey, I thought you weren't supposed to intervene. Like he kind of got that
so
right.
Like he can intervene when he feels like it. Like, you know what I mean?
I can intervene to stop everybody else from dying here, right now.
I can't help Kung Lao from dying though.
But I can stop
But
everything
I can
right
definitely give Cole Young everything else he needs to move forward.
With that shit too, right?
Yeah, like
everybody was standing there witnessing that shit, and nobody stopped.
Nobody
to help Kung
helped.
Lao.
I don't understand that, and we'll get to that too, dude. But it's just everybody looked to Cole Young to move forward. It seemed like a very forced move from the production.
Yeah,
from a production standpoint, to get you engulfed in the character, like this character means something.
Makes you want to believe in him, and want to follow him.
But instead, for me, it just made it feel like it was forced, man, and somewhat cheesy. I think him and Sonya might have been the cheesiest throughout the whole movie, in my opinion. Was Cole Young cheesy the whole time? No. Sonya, I think, takes the win on being cheesy. I mean, I just didn't.
Her fighting skills,
her
fighting skills though were pretty fucking dope though.
You're like, yeah. Her fighting Kano in the desert and everything.
Yeah, I like how she whooped his ass quick.
Yeah. I will agree with that. I like the Sonya and Kano fight scenes better than I even like the Liu Kang and Kano fight scenes. Like, I know Liu Kang did the classic sweep, the leg sweep, but it just felt very like
that shit was hilarious. That shit was hilarious though,
like
because he tried to skip past. What was it the second time?
Yeah, he did the classic jump from the games too, dude.
Yep. He's like, I got you this time. No, you didn't.
But I don't know. I mean, what do you guys think about Cole Young? I think we still could have done without him. I get what they are doing and going for, but I still think, do I hate it? I don't hate it.
No, but I
just don't think it was necessary.
I don't think it was necessary, and I don't think that was your selling point, because I think you guys had a lot of other
Clearly,
points.
the selling point was Sub-Zero and Scorpion. I'm just going to say that now.
Yeah.
Okay, those guys, they stole the show, and they were barely even in it. You know what I mean? I mean, well, Sub-Zero was in it a lot more, but
yeah.
And can we just talk about Sub-Zero real quick? Dude is a beast, man. I've always favored Scorpion over Sub-Zero. And when I play the games, I still have always liked Sub-Zero. Don't get me wrong. But I've leaned a little bit more towards Scorpion as my favorite. But damn, he stole the show here, dude.
Yeah.
That motherfucker, like, can we just, I saw a meme where, of him, that screenshot of him when he comes to Cole Young's house, I believe, right? And takes his family. Yes. And he's in the door. He's in the doorway. You see him in the door. Do you remember that scene? I'll throw it up on the screen. But do you remember it right now?
I'm doing his face right now.
Oh, yeah. Where he's standing there in the door and she's like, Like if someone was like, "Can we just get a whole horror movie based around Sub-Zero, like popping up like Michael Myers and Jason and shit, dude?" You know what I mean? He's just standing there. He's like,
dude, when he goes to kill Scorpion's family in the beginning too, though, even like that little. The way he was looking at his son, dude, was so fucking creepy, dude.
Yes, dude.
Like,
and the way when he does the when he bleeds and you see the bleeding coming through the icicles, phenomenal, dude.
Yeah.
Fight scene choreography.
And the movie opened up with the Hanzo and Bihan situation. Obviously, not immediately them fighting each other, but you guys know. And their fight scenes were extremely well choreographed and executed and super believable. And the violence and the gore was on point to the source material. I felt super invested to not only the beginning, but every scene that included Scorpion and Sub-Zero. And I felt connected and intrigued by it. I always wanted more. It, like I said, it was just very well executed and opened up the movie to show you what could be expected continuing the movie. Although I'm not quite sure that those expectations held up with everybody throughout the rest of the movie. The movie opened with a fucking bang, dude.
Okay, so
and
you were
I'm not
expecting
sure
a lot
throughout
more
the whole
though?
movie it stayed at that level of bang, bang. You know what I mean?
Oh, bang.
Oh,
You like that one? Bang.
bang. The majority of Kano's fight scenes, I felt like they were on point. He's not a ninja. He's not Liu Kang. He's not one, like I said, one of the ninjas. He doesn't have that fight style. He's more of a brute fight style, right? And I felt like Kano's fight style was
good. I
good.
like this confidence, dude. He just did not give a fuck.
Oh, yeah.
Especially in the scene, like when he actually got his powers and he was talking back to Kung Lao and Liu Kang and
you
shit.
even see Kung Lao
Like,
crack a tiny little smile, like, yeah,
yeah,
okay.
no, because you know what?
We got it out of you.
He realized it though, because I think that's exactly when he did that. Like when he looked at him, you could kind of see that it was starting to
happen. Yeah,
so
yeah.
he knew, okay, let's further agitate him. This is what's going to bring it out or whatever.
Yep. All the gore and violence with Kano was on point and accurate to the games. I know a lot of people may have not liked the scene of him ripping through Reptile and grabbing the heart, and then he says Kano wins. I know some people thought that was cheesy. I get where you're coming from, but I actually enjoyed that
I don't
part.
think it was cheesy, but I
It
just think
fits
it was.
Kano,
I just
in
think
my
that
opinion.
it was too quick the way it happened. I thought he would have
so?
cut. I thought he would have like cut him and then dug into it. It was just like his whole hand just went into this guy's
but
chest.
they showed a lot of fan service with Reptile's his acidic
spit and all that
spit, his
saliva.
ability to
invisible.
and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So I mean, I dig that, and it was true to the the character development of Kano, I believe.
Yeah.
Like I think I get what people are saying by that may be cheesy, but I think it was fitting for Kano. It's a very Kano thing to do, very Kano thing to say. Kano wins. I mean, it's obviously a nod to the game, but it's very like Kano, you know what I mean? I dug that, and Kano was just hilarious. One of the best parts for me was when they first meet Liu Kang, and Liu Kang puts his hand on Kano's shoulder, and he goes, "What the fuck?"
There's much to learn. The fuck?
Like I just
fuck was
thought that
that?
was
Yeah.
like,
Yeah,
it was
no,
so
he had
classic, great
he had a-
comedic timing.
He
dude.
had a
What the
lot
fuck?
of that throughout the
Yeah,
fucking
dude.
movie. He had a lot of where it wasn't forced, where it didn't look bad, it didn't look like shit. It was just like the guy was just
It was great,
genuinely
dude.
him, and you could believe it, and it was
I dug it, man. I dug it.
He
dude.
by far. Okay, so like, what would you say were dead or alive, or that are in or out of this current movie right now for what it is, the current cast that we see? Who would you say was your favorite kind of like character?
Oh man, I mean, dude, Sub-Zero and Scorpion were my all-time favorite, but I mean, I think that's like kind of a given and obvious. They're gonna steal the show, so let's stay away from the obvious. I'm gonna go with Kano and Kabal. I'm gonna go with Kano. You?
I definitely, I would say Kabal.
Kabal?
Kabal.
Yeah, dude.
Even
I
though,
mean-
see, you know what I liked about Kabal is that even though we didn't get a bunch of like time
A lot
around
from him, what
because
we
we
did get
didn't.
was good,
yeah,
though. Yeah.
What we did get was quality content that was there. His interactions were just enough, dude. I love the like when he's doing certain run scenes and shit like that, like in his fight scenes.
Yes.
How they did the purple tracing,
Yes.
the shadow and everything
Ah,
was still
I loved
there.
it, dude.
Yeah, man, I want to say Kano, or I'm gonna go Kabal, Kano, Jackson, then maybe like Liu Kang or something.
Yeah, yeah.
If I'm
Jax was
staying,
pretty
if
cool, yeah.
I'm staying away from the
Liu Kang was dope.
obvious
Yeah.
Scorpion and fucking,
Exactly, that's what I'm saying, too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and then
yeah, yeah.
honestly, they did a really, really good job with fucking Kung Lao.
Oh yeah, they did a great job with him, dude. They did. I think they did.
His
Yeah.
attitude, everything was perfect. It wasn't overly cocky. He was
I think it was
just
dope.
enough.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think it was dope.
It was just
dude.
enough.
I mean, you're talking about Kabal. I think the way that we first get introduced to Kabal and his first line is absolutely perfect and hilarious, dude. When they're in Outworld, which sidebar. No, okay, well, I'll get to that when we talk about the CGI in a second. When Shang Tsung first introduces Nitara, right, when everybody's coming up, and he says, "Isn't she beautiful?" And Kabal replies back with,
Yeah, that screech is a real turn on.
I just thought that was so like an asshole comedic thing to say,
But it fits,
dude.
It
It's
fit.
so perfect. That shit made me crack up. His humor and the actors, because you got to give it. We keep saying it's the characters, but it's the actors portraying them. The actor's ability, his comedic timing, just like Kano's, was great. And I also really, really dug Kabal's design. Dude, his design was so dope.
I can't wait to see what cosplayers do with this
Oh
stuff.
my God.
Because
cosplayers do a Cabal design,
Yeah.
please. If not, then I might do it. That's gonna be an expensive design. I'll tell you that,
that'll-
man.
that'll be
Because
an
you gotta get
expensive
if you don't get like a sleeve of some sort, you gotta get a burn design.
Yeah.
His arms were burned up. His arms are all burned up, and they were showing. So if
His
you're not,
blades look like they'd be a little bit more simple to put together, though.
possibly, I think the design, if you're going with the burnt arms, I think that might be difficult. I
Even
don't
the
know, though.
helm. I wonder how they're gonna do that
That's
helmet.
a lot. That's a lot right there, dude.
But we'd be glad to feature you on the Side Project
Hell
podcast.
yes, man.
Make that happen.
But I mean, great, dude. I want to see. Was any of that CGI for Cabal's thing? I wonder. You know what I mean? Or was it a real good? Was it a suit? I want to see some behind the scenes on that. I think the CGI was a hit or miss, dude. I think the CGI was a hit or miss. Kano's eye, great CGI. I thought that was dope. It's fine. Goro looked good sometimes, in my opinion. There was a couple scenes where I was like, what happened here? I thought he could have maybe looked better. Reptile looked good, but his design looked like a miniature
baby-
version
yeah,
of
baby
Godzilla.
Godzilla.
Yeah, he was like Teenzilla. Teenzilla. Is this Reptile or is it? What is this? Is King Kong coming out next too? Teen Kong? It's Teenzilla and Teen Kong. Like, what's happening, dude? I don't know. I get where they were coming from, though. It's kind of like, it is kind of ripped from the games a little bit, but it does look like a miniature version of Godzilla. I mentioned that I thought Nitara CGI was pretty bad, especially her flying scenes.
all her fucking CGI was horrible.
I think so, dude. And
Yeah,
especially
all her
her
CGI.
fight scenes between Kung Lao and her. Oh my
Yeah.
God. That was the worst CGI throughout the whole movie, dude.
My favorite part about that interaction was when he throws his hat.
fatality?
Yeah, he does his fatality. He throws his little hat and is
buzzsaw.
sitting there. Yep.
I think in some games...
Because it ended that horrible
Yeah.
character. Whatever the shit that was
gone.
It was gone. It was just like
I think
split
in
half.
some of the games, that move is a fatality, and then in other games, it's just a regular
just a
move
power
that
move,
you
right?
can do. Yeah, and I think
Yeah.
in other games, I think it's an X-ray or a or whatever the other thing is called. I can't remember off the top of my head right now. I always forget. You know, in MK9 they had X-rays, but then in MK11 they have something else. It's not an X-ray anymore. It's replaced with something else that I can't remember right now.
Damn, yeah, I'm not
I
gonna.
feel like
look
I'm
that
gonna
up
sneeze and then it went away.
either. I was gonna plug your holes for you.
Oh, he's gonna plug my holes. What the fuck? Oh no. But yeah, all Nitara, like, okay, dude. Also, Mel Jarnson is the actor for Nitara, dude. And I don't know if you remember, but in our dissection one, I think in another one episode too, but definitely in our dissection one for the trailer, we talked about how the production, the actress herself, are hyping the shit out of who she was playing and what she was doing, and a lot of people were speculating, oh, maybe she's Katana, right?
Yeah.
Maybe she's Katana
Yeah,
because
'cause we
all we
saw the
see
little
is
things
the
of
blade
the blades.
in the trailer. Yeah,
100%.
So I mean, that's not. I was gonna say that's not a spoiler, but this whole fucking episode's a spoiler. So it doesn't fucking matter.
I'm not gonna spoil the spoiler
Spoil the
episode
spoiler
for you,
but,
man.
you know, like,
see, when you do that, you got to do the little crazy look too. Though.
whoa, bro. Hey, look at twig. I think they kept hyping it up that like maybe she's gonna be some crazy character.
Yeah, that we're gonna see such a great performance from
and,
her, right?
And I hate to say it like this because Nitara is a cool character from the game that doesn't get a lot of love, but she was just Nitara, and she was in it for like 2 minutes, and all she did was fucking screech and die. You know, so like, why did you guys hype this character up so much for nothing? What was the point, dude?
Maybe it was just that though, to build hype around the movie in general, to get people
guess
excited
it's
to
just
want to see
hype,
it.
yeah.
But just don't do this horrible Nitara shit. Like I'm telling you, the best thing
Or if you're
about
gonna-
her
I know she was only in the movie
when
for like
she
2
died
minutes
in that Kung Lao scene.
Yes, and even that leading up to it looked horrible up until
what's up
she
with that
actually got
crazy dive down though, right?
Dude, that
Like,
was horrible CGI, dude. And then when she's like coming and you get the angle of Kung Lao's face
Yeah.
and her behind. His maneuver was dope, where he was
Yeah.
like concentrating and she's coming. You know, that was cool.
she's coming.
But the actual CGI of her coming was
was the
horrible.
issue, yeah.
Like, fucking work on her coming. Work on her coming. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
I was gonna put my hand up and then you're gonna.
But let's take a little break before we get into some other really cool Easter eggs. And let's get into this week's cosplay of the week.
Oh, I thought we were turning.
Oh, I was trying to go. You hear my voice just cut out? What the fuck was that? See, it was just not, it doesn't exist when I try to go to that
my
octave, dude.
powers.
Oh, there it goes. It's coming back again. No, it's not there. This
And on
week's
this week's cosplay
cosplay of the week. And
we
I'm
have
throwing it up
somebody
on the
very
screen
unique for you guys.
right about now. Keeping theme with this week's theme. Keeping theme with this week's topics, there we go, is capture _ realm. And keeping with our Project like a K, Project like a K, Project with a K, Mortal Kombat with a K, capture spells, capture with a K, capture realm, capture _ realm, and he is Sub-Zero and
This is a double whammy.
Noob. It is a double rammy. Wait, rammy? Whoa. We're double ramming it in.
I said whammy.
We are double ramming it in, dude.
You might ram. I'm just wham.
Hey.
You know.
Hey.
It's a double
Sub-Zero and Noob Saibot, respectively.
Very fitting. Very fitting.
Super. Oh, hey, touching your
Because
hand
it-
there.
Yeah,
Touching,
yeah.
hey,
Calm
hey.
down.
Whoa. Whoa.
Put a little baby powder in.
Whoa. All right.
Cosplay of the week. You went to next week.
Hey. Okay.
Very fitting though because of the way the movie ended and where it could. So I see why you did this in preemptively. That's the word I use. Big words from time to time.
We're getting
The pronunciation
We're getting-
right there.
that was great.
That wasn't even an
We're
extra
getting-
S.
Get a lot of
That
big
was-
words here.
That wasn't a pronunciation.
That was,
you know,
that was up there.
preemptively
Yeah.
did this because you knew that it was going to end with Sub-Zero
yeah.
dying,
You
and
knew.
at some
we
point
know that
transforms.
You knew. Yes, you
into
knew. You were like,
Noob.
I know that this is gonna happen in the movie, so I'm gonna do it ahead of time. This is great though, dude. Let's talk about the Sub-Zero
Smart
first.
man. You looked into the future.
I dig that you got. It looks like. Oh, by the way, go to his Instagram because he has other shots showing more things
Of those
Yeah, but
characters
we
that
wanted
he-
to show
yeah.
this one because I like the whole back-to-back thing, which is also reminiscent of Noob and Smoke, how they were used to be back-to-back when you would select them in some of the games. I dig that. I don't know if that you did that purposely, probably not, but I just noticed that and I thought it was cool. The Sub-Zero, I like how it's a little bit more of a classic Sub-Zero.
Yeah.
As far as like the suit and the
It's like the 90s style one, right?
yeah, but
Yeah.
the mask has a little bit of a twist because
Yeah.
if you remember the 90s style one, the original one, that mask isn't as
Detailed, right?
Yeah,
It was
detailed. It's more of
a-
like just a classic ninja mask, right? So you got the classic going on here, but the mask is a little bit more modernized, I guess you could
Yeah.
say. And I dig that, dude, with the breathability going on there. I dig that style of a Sub-Zero mask. What kind of mask did he have in the movie? I can't think of it right now. Bring that up, and I'll continue. I'll
what
continue
movie?
talking. Huh?
And what movie?
Oh, the recent one. The recent one. Was it more of just a regular like ninja mask, like with a little bit of armor-ish on it? I don't remember off the top of my head right now. But I really dig this, dude. And the standout thing is obviously the contacts. I'm assuming that's contacts. If it's not, it's probably Photoshop, but it doesn't matter either way. The blue and the contacts because he is Sub-Zero. And I dig that you have the stance down perfectly, dude, with the icicles in your hand and everything, dude. Were
trying
those
to-
real icicles, bro? No, you want to do.
I think it's
no,
out.
here. We want to do like this, bro. Okay. Mask movie. All right.
That's what it did,
There we
dude.
go, bro. All right. There it is. It's
Same
right
shit.
here, bro.
the same
Yeah, it's not exactly like the same one that he's got going on here, but I just wanted to see what it looked like. I like how you're holding the icicles, dude. It was probably
Yeah.
really cold because I know they're real icicles because you're dedicated
Yeah.
to your work, bro.
There's no way that was not like, you know,
not a
that's
prop.
like a prop.
It's not Photoshop. This
went
guy was
out
holding
somewhere.
real icicles.
He went out somewhere,
went to
knocked out
Alaska.
the icicle. Well, no, he's Sub-Zero. He could have easily just.
Oh
made it.
yeah, my bad. I forgot. He's
then
not.
just-
He's not Capture Realm. He actually is Sub-Zero. So
I
I
believe you,
know
man.
that you got those right then and there, right there for the photo, and you were.
They look pretty girthy,
And you
too.
took
Look
them.
at his hand,
Oh
the
yeah,
way it
they're
was-
girthy, dude. He's modeling it after me. So you know, Noob Saibot over here on the other side. I love it. Which obviously you know, Bihan turns into Noob Saibot when he dies. series.
Yeah. I like the contacts and everything they have set
The
up
white,
for the,
yeah, dude. If those are white contacts, if not, if it's Photoshop, doesn't matter. It's phenomenal. I love the hood that you got going on there. Oh my god, perfect noob hood, dude.
I like how in his mask though, it sticks to how the character actually has this mask set up.
Yeah, I love it, dude. It looks awesome. And then you've got the visual effects for Noob's powers, which I can't remember what they're called right now. Is it spectral? Is it something like that? I don't know. I don't remember off the top of my head. My bad. But I dig it, dude. The full on black. It's fucking perfect, dude. This is a great job of both Sub-Zero and Noob, dude. I really, really like it.
Shout out to the photographer,
yeah,
too.
I think. Oh, by the way, I think he did the photography himself. I think he also does the photography himself.
Oh, wow.
It's not listed here, but I know because we follow him. We're in cahoots with him. We talk to him, and I believe on other things he does. He does the photography himself. And we're gonna read the caption. The caption says, "Mortal Kombat comes out this Friday," because this was posted before the movie came out. But we're still gonna read it. And I am beyond stoked. You have no idea how many years I've waited for this movie to see this movie. I know for a fact I'll definitely enjoy it. And now that it's out, we want to know: Did you? Did you enjoy it? Did you? It even says, even as a kid, I would dress up as Liu Kang, but as an adult, I became Sub-Zero and Noob Saibot simultaneously. Getting into these characters really allowed my creative mindset to finally be free. It also allowed me to keep a healthy mindset and the motivation to keep building a fighting physique, train insane, or remain the same. And he's built like a fucking freight train, so he definitely trains insane. Yeah, dude. And also Capture is doing like voiceover work and stuff, dude, too. He's got this awesome
that little story
too, right? He's got this awesome Sub-Zero thing that he does, but I want to do it, but my cup is full of water. We're gonna try to do it right now.
No, I can't do it. Mine sounds horrible.
It was like full. You heard that? Oh shit. Excuse me. So he does this dope thing. I don't know if it's on his Instagram still, but it was a story. I know that for sure. Hopefully he saved it in his highlights. You definitely should, dude. If you didn't, you can go back. You can go to your archives and you can do it. You can save it. You can grab it. You can save it and put it in your highlights. He does this dope thing where he used a cup and he's talking to the mic and he's to sound like Sub-Zero from the movie. And I'm gonna see if I can do it, man. See if I can do it. Check. I am Sub-Zero. A little bit.
I could do better, but I'm not gonna show you right now, so it's okay.
I can do better, but I'm not gonna show you because I gotta save my voice. Save my voice. Anyway, this is awesome, dude. I really dig this, man. You guys go check out Capture with a K _realm on Instagram and check out everything he's doing, because Capture, your Sub-Zero and Noob Saibot cosplay of the week for us is amazing. I gotta get a Sub-Zero in there, dude.
We should have done that with the like.
Oh, amazing. Yeah, you do the stance, and I'll do the. Amazing. We gotta get a Sub-Zero one in there too. It is amazing.
That's just how
that might be the thumbnail. End. That might be the. I don't know. The thumbnail's probably gonna be something that was from the skit. Let's round this episode out, man. Let's round this episode out with some Easter eggs, and let's see if I can put an Easter egg in my hand here. Some Easter eggs. Fondle it. Before Sub-Zero freezes Jax's arms, I don't know if you guys caught this, on the wall in the background on one of the walls. Excuse me. All that water. You know what I mean?
All that
water is coming up. There's a code. I believe it's forward down LP. LP for low punch. If you're a fan of the games, which in the game, right before Sub-Zero does it in the movie, in the game, forward down low punch means his Sub-Zero freeze. And then what does he do? He freezes Jax's arms, which was great, by the way. That was dope, dude, how he froze Jax's arms. And I thought it was cool because it wasn't just like a quick freeze and then a break. You actually saw it, his bones being broken.
And if you notice, Jax was looking at it happening too, like, oh shit.
You would see the hands, the wrist, the elbow, all the way up until it broke. And then just that like moment of shock, I thought that was dope and realistic because that's probably what would happen. You're not just gonna like die. You would be in shock, you know, your arms, what the fuck? And then of course he froze them, so he's not really like dripping blood because it was
cauterized them, right?
Yeah, exactly. I think that's what it's called, right? Yeah. So, and then the way he fell off and he smacked. Here's the one thing though, he fell off at like a very high height and smacked his face, and then in the next scene when you see him recovering, his face is fine. That wouldn't happen.
Can't get a little scratch, a little nick in that right here or something.
You know what I mean? Yeah. On Sonya's ridiculously covered wall of notes, I have never seen a movie with more fucking notes on the wall I feel like Spider-Man right now. I have never seen more notes on a fucking wall more than Sonya's in her trailer. That was insane.
Yeah, about that's like oh damn, what's the
That was some Law and Order shit, but like up to the max, dude. You know what I mean? Where does
you
this
were
take
trying to
place?
solve every case ever known to man
in life, dude. She was going back
Boom.
ancient Egypt times from the books and everything, and she was like,
kind
"Let
of
me
was
figure
though.
it out."
She kind of was though.
She kind of was though, because there's references to the sun god Kotal Khan. I almost choked there, dude. What the hell?
Kotal Khan, yeah.
Kotal Khan is just coming in like, I
I'm
was like,
gonna
whoa,
keep
Kotal.
sipping my non-existent water out of my side project.
And I got no more in here either. I ain't got no more. I ain't got no fucking more. Some people must
Showed
think we're
Kotal-
absolutely insane, bro. You know, yeah, it showed the sun god Kotal Khan, which you guys will know. Was he in MKX, or was it MK11? No, he was in MKX. He was in MKX. Kotal Khan was in MKX as well as MK11. I believe I'm correct.
As well as Night Wolf, right?
Yeah, there's an image of Night Wolf on like a newspaper thing. There's a very simple nod to Mataro. I don't care what anybody says. It's definitely Mataro. There's a centaur painted on a vase or a vase.
And these would actually be dope if they actually ever do come out. I'm curious to see who they would cast for a Night Wolf, because I think it'd have to be a really good Night Wolf. But whether all of them come to light, you know, these little Easter eggs and shit that we're looking at, some might come,
some gotta
some
come
might
to life,
not.
dude.
Yeah,
some gotta come to life. But
Night
some
Wolf,
may just
Night
be
Wolf
nods to their
Night
existence.
Wolf was so big in the franchise, though. I think that's definitely
I don't
one they
see
should.
them not including Night Wolf.
Yeah.
I think they have to include Night Wolf.
Yeah.
And I think at some point in time, I mean, they got to flesh out Shao Kahn first, but I think at some point in time, they could introduce Kotal Khan as well.
Yeah.
But they got to flesh out Shao Kahn first.
Yeah.
In Raiden's temple.
Look at us planning movies and shit.
You know what? Let's just, who did this fucking movie? Besides Warner Bros.
Side Project Podcast.
That's
clearly.
right, motherfucker! In Raiden's temple, there's so many Easter eggs as well, including depictions of past champions, such as Kung Lao's on there, but he's also in the movie. Goro's on there, but he's also in the movie. Shao Kahn is on there, but he's not technically in the movie, but there's also a statue of him, and that statue is fucking huge.
I didn't
expect that statue to be that big.
I think that's a coming soon type of situation.
Coming soon, all over your face. And then there's also, what is it, Delia? Is it Delia? Delia and Argus. This is like hardcore fans of the games, fans of the lore, fans of the comic books. I think it's Delia and Argus, whom are protectors of the realm Adenia, and they're also husband and wife. And I believe they're also, their children are also Dagon and Taven. That's some like real old school shit. You gotta remember back to those games. You may not remember off the top of your head, but go look it up.
You might have needed all those notes that she had up in her wall.
Exactly, to understand all of this.
Who this is.
Sonya, can I borrow these notes?
Somebody said, hey,
They're my
Sonya,
notes.
you know what? There's some people that might not understand source material, so we're just going to slap it all
Yes,
on in
we're
your room.
gonna put it all on there for
in
you.
your trailer home that apparently has so much space.
It's got, it doesn't have much space, but it definitely has all the space in the world for these
like
walls of notes.
3-4 containers, weapons, 3-4 walls of notes on end that were like all stacked on top of each other.
As well as,
ooh, I didn't mean to hit you.
As well as in when Kano tries to steal, I wonder if anybody caught this. Kano tries to steal
Yes, the
Shinnok's
fucking relic.
amulet.
Yeah.
Shinnok's amulet. Kano tries to steal Shinnok's amulet, so we know that Shinnok exists. And
At some point.
where that ugly motherfucker exists, we know that Quan Chi exists. And where Quan Chi exists, we know that Noob Saibot will exist. And where Noob Saibot exists, no, I'm just kidding. There's nothing after that. But where Quan Chi exists, we know that Scorpion, Noob, Sub-Zero, that whole storyline is and it's there. It exists. We all know. I'm looking forward to that. Which also, Liu Kang tells Kano to put that amulet back. And if you notice,
He never really put it back.
he never put it back. At least they never showed us, but I think that's something to come later. He
Yeah.
never put it back, dude. We also see Katana's blue fan weapon, which we know, we covered that already. We got a bunch of classic lines and moves from the movies that cater to the fan service, such as Kung Lao's introduction when Sub-Zero's fighting Liu Kang in the temple, and the first thing that we see from Kung Lao is the hat, right? Hits Sub-Zero, and then he teleports from up under the ground, under the hat. Classic Mortal Kombat shit right there. Shang Tsung, your soul is mine. I think he also says their souls are mine at one point, but then he does the classic your soul is mine when he's taking Kung Lao's soul, which we talked about. Why the fuck didn't anybody help?
Yep.
If Cole Young is supposed to be the savior of everything, motherfucker,
Save something.
Save somebody then, motherfucker. Save Kung Lao's life. You had it right there. You could have.
It
Instead,
wasn't
he
in
just
the
stood
books
there
for me to
shook.
help.
And
Yeah.
what did he do? He grabbed Liu Kang and was like, no, let's just fucking leave. And left instead. But hey, at least you saved Kung Lao's fucking hat, right?
Yeah.
At least you saved his fucking
Shout
hat.
out- shout out
no,
to a
fuck
fucking
that.
hat.
Save the actual guy. You
Shout
know
out
what I
to-
mean? What's going on? Nobody could save him? Nobody took a second to... Liu Kang, you couldn't help out Raiden. You only intervened to give Cole Young things? You don't intervene to help Kung Lao? What's going on here, dude?
One of your fucking champions
Yeah.
at that already
I don't
that
understand, dude.
has a fighting chance of
Yeah,
like actually.
I don't get it. No one helped in that situation. Test your might. Makes an appearance when Kung Lao tells Cole Young that he has to test his might. Really cool Easter egg to the games. Liu Kang mentioning Bo Raicho. That's dope. So we know Bo Raicho exists, or maybe did exist. Didn't really, I don't think he specified, right?
Yeah, no, he didn't.
The classic well-known stage, The Pit, makes an appearance. Everybody loves The Pit with Jax and General Raiko fight. That was an awesome moment, the fight, but Raiko was absolutely horrible.
One of the worst characters for
Absolute
sure.
worst character. Didn't like his design, the way he looked, and didn't like all the fucking cow noises he constantly made. Or like the grunts. I mean, if the dude could stop making his oddly and awkward orgasm faces while he was fighting the entire time, I think that would be a lot better. Dude did the noises you did, and he'd be like, what the fuck was that?
Do that face again. Stop right there. That'll be the thumbnail for the show.
I think the thumbnail might be the skit, though, man. I don't know. But what the fuck, dude?
Yeah.
What the fuck was that? I don't know if that was the actor. I don't know if that was in the script. I have no clue, but don't do it again.
Could you
ever.
imagine being that character and know, hey, yeah, I was in Mortal Kombat. Oh, yeah, which one? Yeah, that last one. Oh, yeah.
I was this guy. He's like a weird mix between Frankenstein,
I
dude.
would say I wasn't even in it altogether. I'm like, I don't know what you're
I don't
talking
know. I wasn't in
about.
that movie,
Yeah.
dude. No, I swear I saw you. You were the guy that was.
Nah, wasn't me.
You were doing this, right? No, I don't know what you're talking about, dude. I don't know
Do
what
the
you're talking
face, man.
about. What face? I didn't do the face. Just do it. Come on, dude. All right, fuck, fine. And everybody's like, "That's the one."
Imagine having to do that for the rest of your fucking life. How horrible.
Oh my god, man.
Like somebody's gonna stop me one day and just say, Julio, man, do the fucking pistols.
Do
I'm
the-
just gonna be like,
Hey, but
know?
that's cool.
yeah.
Hey, dude, do the Raiko face. Make the noise. Like what was he doing, dude? Swings his fucking hammer thing and he's doing.
Bad.
The best part of that was when Jax clapped his face.
There you
skull
go.
clap fatality.
Another character that was
Get
so
the
crucial.
fuck outta here.
Just so we could
Yeah.
see you get killed because that was better than you
Yeah.
actually being
100%, dude.
Yeah.
Liu Kang busts out the classic bicycle kick, but did he make the noise?
That noise?
I don't think he did the. I don't think he did it. Did
You're
he?
talking about the little voice stuff that he does.
And then he did the Kabal with the classic fire dragon fatality.
How do you say it?
Animality.
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 That was an animality.
Hey, did anybody catch that? That could
I
be
caught
considered
it.
an animality.
Juice Box caught it because an animal comes out and swallows.
Yes.
So like that was the little.
Yes,
You
dude.
should have bit the mic. You should have just like.
I wish I can't
Just
open my
kinda-
mouth. I'm not Melina. I can't open my mouth that
Hey,
wide.
what was up? Okay, so like I get why they waited until she got really pissed off to start
do the
showing her
thing?
teeth.
Yeah.
But I felt that should have came out a lot sooner.
I think so, too.
It should have came
Yeah.
out a lot sooner for one.
There's a
or-
lot of characters that didn't get enough development.
Yeah,
Definitely.
No, definitely.
But I do
and it
think
sucks that they died
may
out
come
so-
back as revenants.
That is very true.
And get
Depending
more.
what timeline or whether they
Yeah,
follow
depending
one,
on what exact storyline they're going with. Scorpion's fire breathing ability makes an appearance, and I thought that was dope when he finally finishes Sub-Zero,
When he was
which
roasting him.
roasting just a nice little put him on a thick.
That one little barbecue.
Yep. And I like how his in the games he takes off the mask and he's a full-on skull and he breathes fire. That wasn't the case in the movie 100%, but I did kind of like the rendition that they went with, where the skull started showing as
his skull
the
started
longer
showing.
he did it.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
As
I
he
dug
started
that.
actually burning somebody, his own meat started burning.
I
up.
kind of like that. That was actually
Yeah.
kind of a cool way to go about it. I kind of dug that. And then when Scorpion teleports back to the fiery depths of hell, to the nether realm, if you listen closely, there's a very, and I'll throw it up on the screen.
You should.
There's a very subtle voice saying, Hanzo Hasashi, Scorpion. And I'm going to speculate that that's Quan Chi. If you know the storyline in the games, that very well could be Quan Chi. And you know that Scorpion went to the nether realm
and learned
and learned how to control everything. but I'm not so certain. I was going to mix certain
I'm not
and
so
short.
shortened.
Not so shortened that is just Scorpion alone.
Nah, he definitely had to have some kind of guidance, and everybody
think-
knows that the one who helps them do that or
Quan
come
Chi.
out with that is Quan
And
Chi.
Quan Chi's very involved in the whole Sub-Zero versus Scorpion situation and Noob Saibot and all of that, and that makes me super excited, dude.
Because at some point we will see him.
Yes. And I know that they're trying to do an MKU, Mortal Kombat universe with all of this. Very mixed reviews, I think. I think overall, despite the mixed reviews, this film did good.
Yeah. So one of the, real quick, I know we said good and bad or whatever, but one of the worst reviews or one of the things that people complain about the most was something we talked about off camera is not seeing an actual tournament. Nobody
Yes.
saw an actual tournament.
It was just them fighting
But
Raiden's temple
I
and in the
think-
gym.
I think that is because they're trying to stretch it out and not give you too much
I think so too.
at once.
I think
Because
there
could you
will be a
imagine
giant tournament.
Could you imagine
Tournaments.
they got to
I
do
think.
they got to do a tournament or tournaments. They got to introduce all these characters.
They're gonna have to introduce Shao
They're gonna
Kahn.
have to explain these characters.
Exactly.
Explain why you ended certain characters.
Yes. Bring them
Would it
back,
have been
I think.
too much? I think it would have
Yeah.
been too much. I
In
think
one movie.
the reason they're doing it like this, and especially leaving off with Cole Young going off to go pick up Johnny
Johnny
Cage,
Cage.
is because there is a future for that.
There
and
is, yes.
even Shang Tsung even does that at some point.
He also
he
says-
says you might have killed all my warriors or
Warriors,
something like
yeah.
that, but I'm gonna come back with armies.
Death is only
A
a
portal,
portal or
yeah.
something. Yeah. So it's like, I'm not sure exactly what route they're going to take, but if they're taking the Revenant route in the games, then it makes sense.
They come
you know?
back as some
and
form.
then that also involves Quan Chi, and then that could involve Shinnok, and then it, obviously Shao Kahn and stuff as well. I mean, it has potential. Was this movie a 10 out of 10? No.
What would you give it right
Fuck,
now?
I don't
hands
know.
Down,
I've been
side
thinking about that
project
because I knew you were going to
review.
ask. I
Yeah.
knew you were going to ask, and I think I got to give it a 7, bro. I think I got to get. What would you give it?
For argument's sake, nah. Honestly, I'm stuck. Like I'm borderline. I'm like
7 or an 8?
I'm a
giving it an 8.
7.0000009.
Okay, that
review.
makes sense.
Like it's
That
like
makes-
almost.
that
a,
makes-
You know what I'm saying?
It's almost a 7.1.
No, not even a 7.1. It's
Well-
almost a 7.00000.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
That makes a lot.
Mathematical
that makes
equations and stuff.
It makes,
'cause, like,
if you're a
smart.
mathematical genius, then you understand that completely.
Nah, honestly though, jokes aside, bullshit aside, I want to give it a solid 7.5 or maybe 7.25 to 7.5
It's a-
because it wasn't quite an 8. It
Yeah.
really did miss the mark on a lot of things.
It did, yeah.
But
it has a lot of potential moving forward. I
Yeah,
think.
exactly.
Where some people might say the
and
opposite
again-
though as well.
And again, I'll say like I said it earlier, this is something fresh that we have not seen in a while.
Yeah.
And hopefully this is a way to kind of come back and get rid of that horrible annihilation atrocity that was.
Yeah.
See, another big word right there.
Another one. Yeah, you're bringing it in, dude. You're just
Just
reeling
getting
it
better
in,
and better.
dude. You just went fishing and you're like, okay, this
Give me
word
all the
I'm
big
using
words.
this today. This word I'm using this today. Fucking out there, dude. I dig it, bro, and I understand how some people, like I said a minute ago, this has potential moving forward,
Yeah.
you know, and they can listen to the fans and realize mistakes that they made and fix them moving forward. Other people might say the opposite, that we oftentimes the sequels get worse. Not all
Annihilation.
these movies, and
Fuck.
unfortunately, kind of, you know, certain executives in WB just seem to not understand the source material for fucking any of their movies. And not everybody has a Kevin Feige, and I think that's what the fuck is wrong here. Is these companies need to get people that really understand the source material and actually like the source material of the movies that they're working on.
Yeah,
or a
because then
part
their
of.
passion is going to
Yes.
reflect that. Their work is going to reflect that.
Ending-
Not just something that they did last
ending
minute.
this scenario, I am hopeful that they fix the problems that they hopefully see and understand and fix those problems moving forward. This has potential to be really awesome if fleshed out in a proper way. I would really hate to see Scorpion and Sub-Zero, their actors, not be a part of this moving forward.
Well, no,
You know,
Homeboy
he signed on for 4 movies, but
movies.
it was specified only if this movie does good.
Yeah.
He signed on for 4 movies. That's a clear indication he's going to become Noob Saibot,
Yeah.
obviously. There's a lot more that needs to be shown between Sub-Zero and Scorpion. There's a lot more that needs
I
to
don't
be
feel we
shown
got
with
enough
Scorpion.
Yeah.
There's just a lot more in general that can be done, and a lot more characters that can be shown. Shang Tsung is taking souls And with those souls, he creates Ermac. And if Ermac is not in the next movie, I will fucking riot. Okay? Because Ermac is my favorite. Smoke could be in this. The potential for an MK universe moving forward is extremely high. And I really, really want it, dude.
Yeah.
I really, really want it. We've got the MCU. We got Marvel doing what they're doing. They're successful.
that's
we
what
got
I was getting
DC fucking up absolutely everything. Or rather, I will say, and Sarnoff at WB fucking up absolutely everything for DC. But DC has the potential to do a lot of really good things. Moving forward, it seems very confusing and lost right now. And this is a potential for another franchise to come and step it up and give us something really dope and a universe to expand on and please the gamers as well. The blueprint is there with what Marvel has done.
Yeah.
If you don't agree with that,
I don't think they would have had the track record that they had.
I think you got exactly. I think you got to rethink it. Like, regardless of how you feel about Marvel, the blueprint and the formula that they follow is proven that it works.
Yeah.
So kind of take what they're doing and
put your own twist on it.
Yeah, put your own twist on it and make it work, man. Who do you want to see in further Mortal Kombat movies? Who, if it's not just one character, a couple characters, who's your top tier characters that you want to see either come back or come in or fleshed out more? You know, I say come back as far as the ones that are dead. I mean, characters that are dead that you want to see come back. Characters that be fleshed out more, or characters come in that weren't. Who's your
character that comes back for sure needs to be. I mean, obviously, besides Sub-Zero turning into Noob, is going to be Kung Dao. I would want to see him come back. He was one of the sickest characters. I felt needs more time.
Didn't get enough.
I don't think he should have been killed off that early.
I don't think so either.
Whatever. Now,
who else?
Favorite character in the movie in general would have been, like I've already said, I was Kano. I like Kabal.
Yeah.
Characters that maybe I would want to see come in.
It could be ones that were hinted, or just anybody from the game that you may like that you think you want to come in. If there's anybody,
fuck man, honestly, Johnny Cage done right. Depending on who they're gonna cast for,
they're
Johnny
saying
Cage,
it might be the Miz, WWE wrestler the Miz, because he's super cocky like that.
Yeah.
It fits the character.
Yeah, it has that persona and shit like that. Yeah, okay. So Johnny Cage, if done right, I want to see Baraka, dude.
Ooh, that's a good one.
I want to see Baraka,
dude. If they do Baraka, that has potential to be horror like.
Yeah, especially
that's a good one.
Especially because if Melanie or whatever comes back as a remnant, Melina comes back as a remnant. I mean, that whole clan right there, their clan, the
Tarkatans,
would be dope. Quan Chi would be dope for sure.
Oh yeah, Quan Chi would be sick. Sorcerer Quan Chi, dude, holy shit. I definitely want to see
maybe a cyborg, right?
Oh yeah, dude, Sector and Cyrax. Yeah. Dude, this movie has so much fucking potential. Yeah. What are you guys doing? Make it better. Yep. Make it better, dude.
Well, I think in order to include a lot of those like cyborg characters or robot characters, I mean, again, it depends because, dude,
I think it's Is it the Lin Kuei that start developing the cyborgs?
It is because they're the evil ones, technically, right?
I think so, right?
They're not on the side of good.
I can't remember the story.
Even though they're all kill people and kill shit.
Yeah.
So there's no good or evil, but it's just more so.
I want to see Sub-Zero come back, but he's dead. So I think he's coming back as Noob already. Okay. And some people may say, well, then we're not going to get enough Sub-Zero. Well, no, because you can get his brother. His brother becomes Sub-Zero. Bihan becomes Noob, and Sub-Zero's brother takes up the mantle of Sub-Zero. So you will have Sub-Zero, it'll be a different Sub-Zero. So I think that'll be dope. Clearly, I said I want to see more Scorpion fleshed out. Clearly, I just said a few minutes ago, I really want to see Ermac. I really want to see Smoke. I mean, honestly, I'm a big fan of Mortal Kombat. I like a lot of the characters. Nightwolf's a great one.
Yeah.
I don't think Goro got enough time. I don't know if I really want him to come back, but I don't think Goro got enough time, and I don't think he should have been killed off to Cole Young, but whatever.
No.
They do have the opportunity to bring in Kintaro if you want another four-armed figure, or Shiva if you want a female version.
Would be fucking dope.
That would be dope. And there's a lot, bro. To be honest with you, there's a lot. But those are kind of my tops right there. You know, I really like Ermac and Smoke. Those are the people I want to see. And the potential for Noob to just be a sick horror-like character in this is going to be fucking crazy.
Yeah, because honestly, I thought they were going to do that with Reptile. Honestly, I thought we would have got a lot better. I thought we were going to see more
Reptile. I mean, they could still bring...
I know he was invisible in some of the scene. I get that.
There's more reptiles than just him. Maybe that wasn't the reptile.
It was
but
just
whether
a version
a
of
lizard. Yeah, maybe they can expand upon it, and there's a reptile that was able to transform into a human.
Yeah.
And he's able to go back and forth or something. Maybe they'll switch it up for the movies and do some kind of thing like that, where he's more of a ninja form, but he can also transform into a reptile if need
have
be.
that part of of his animality and shit.
Oh
like
yeah,
that. Turns
exactly.
into an
I mean,
actual-
could. This episode's running on a little long. We could literally sit here and talk about this all day. I have so many ideas, and maybe that's what we should have done in this episode a little bit more. Is give ideas of what we want moving forward for the MKU. But you know what? I sense a part 3 coming with our little Mortal Kombat series here.
Oh, yeah.
The first part was the dissecting the trailer. The second part is The second part is talking about the review of the movie. And the third part is what we want from the MKU moving forward. We can do that in a couple months because I wouldn't expect a Mortal Kombat movie to happen for another couple years.
or maybe an IGTV or something like that later on.
With that being said, I want to thank you guys for
Listening.
watching from the. Whoa. Threw me off there, man.
I was going to help you out.
Threw me off there, man. Thank you guys for watching, for liking, for commenting, for sharing, for doing all those beautiful things that you do over on youtube.com/Side Project Podcast. When you go down, you hit the big subscribe button and the big red one, you hit it and you go, get over here. Oh, it's a double. It's a double. You know, I was going to say get over here, but I went with the finish him. But you went with the get over here, but it's cool. Because for different people, maybe it says different things. When you listen on Apple, on Google, and Spotify, and all those things you listen on, when you rate and review and you like, you do all those things you do, just tell them where they can find you.
Captain_Juicebox, baby, across all platforms.
And if you're looking for me, you can find me at IG Hates Chazzy. And if you're looking for
Story.
the both of us, the duo, the magnificent, you can find us at
Side Project Podcast. You kind of left me hanging, so I kind of went in high.
You just go ahead and went in. Just go in on it. Go in on it, man. Hit him with the pistols, man.